Howdy, Mr. Dr. Gaster.
Ah, greetings, young prince. I see you're doing well.
What you doing, sir?
Nothing of too much interest here. Merely just some bland paperwork. All while I keep watch over my son. At least before dinner's complete.
Huh? You're watching a potato?
Oh, no, Azrael. That's not a potato. He happens to be my child, Sans. He's a skeleton.
Oh, I understand. He still looks like a potato.
My son is not a vegetable.
Cool.
You are certainly quite the handful. But at least you make my life interesting. Thanks for that, son. Are you trying to say, Dad? Oh my goodness, you are! Your first word. Wait until I tell your mother. The construct is highly unstable, and it can barely support the magic that I'm trying to give it. I may have to go back to the drawing board on this. Okay, Sans. What has gotten you so excited, son? Ah! How did you get that prototype? No!
Smells like a demotion.
5 little skeletons jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more skeletons jumping on the bed.
Huh?
Go! No, Sans. Dinner will be ready soon. We won't want to spoil your appetite. Go. Oh my god. Greetings, son. I have finally returned from the void. It's been so long. Do you have anything you wish to tell me?
Just this. Goo.
Of all the things you could have said, why did you choose that?
I refused to grow up.
What has Azrael told you regarding his time as a flower?
Not much. He hardly mentions it at all. And I don't want to force him if he's uncomfortable. I've only gotten hints that he's done stuff he's really not happy about.
He told me. He has murdered in the past, it seems. He was quite vocal about it.
Oh no. Toriel, I understand the things you do and harbor against me. But please, don't give that boy more grief than he already has.
How dare you think I would actually do that to you do. Oh heavens, it's worse than I feared. I have been letting my emotions get the better of me. And it is for the reasons I seek your help. One thing I can always trust is your infallible memory.
Really? Well, sure. I can definitely help with that.
Could you recount the day we lost Azrael and Kara?
Oh gosh. The one day I'd rather not remember as clear as day.
I know, but not once have we really sat down and talked about it. And I feel the hazy details are only amplifying problems here and now. Please.
It was a Thursday. Spring. Kara was ill and bedridden for days. Yet the reporter with the weird laugh insisted on coming by anyway to record a tour of the house.
The laugh. I remember.
Don't worry, Your Highness. We can always cut them out in the editing. They're not a part of the decor.
Kids? Kara! Azrael! Where'd you go? While you entertained, I noticed the kids' room was empty. Kara was too weak to move, so I got worried.
And your husband grew these?
Along with every plant in and around the home, it is is a passion of his.
I didn't expect someone in a white fur coat to have a green thumb.
Okay, that was admittedly clever. And here's the barrier. Nothing very intricate, save for these flowers for color. Oh, there's my loving husband over there.
Tori,
Asgore?
they're both gone. It felt as though my own soul was threatening to shatter. I remember just howling all the way to the ritual.
But Asgore, you did not cry. You hardly spoke. You seem to have shut down completely. What was going on inside your head during all of that?
Only questions. So many questions. How did this happen? What could I have done to prevent it? Why them? Why now? What can be done now? Where is our hope?
Your Majesty? Your Majesty? King Asgore!
What? Huh?
Hello. Doctors came back from sweeping, and they found evidence that your kids traveled to the surface. Bullets from human weapons. They were shot, I feared.
I wasn't expecting answers to those questions. So when I got them... My mouth moved before my mind could. Citizens, today marks a heavy loss for our family. Our children, Azriel and Kara, were found dead this afternoon. Those two innocents symbolized hope for our future. Hope that man and monster could live united. That humans were capable of love and compassion. But it's clear that's not the case. You may think that we've lost hope. That once again, the humans have taken everything from us. But my people, this is false. They've taken our hope for peace, but not our hope for freedom. It's obvious now that our destiny is not coexistence, but taking back what was once ours. I swear to you, monsters of the underground, that I will find the souls needed to break the barrier. By force if I have to. I will correct the wrongs we have faced for eons. Our future will shine crimson with the blood spilled by any human who dares cross us again. Be it man, be it woman, or child. Up to that point, you were so full of heartbreak and sorrow. As soon as I said that sentence, the only emotion on your face was utter disgust.
I could only imagine. What on earth were you thinking, declaring war like that?
I wasn't thinking. I acted on impulse, and you know how well those decisions turn out.
Like the time you purchased that camper without checking if it still had a motor?
In my defense, that guy never mentioned it was a restoration project.
Or that time you gave me one of those Oh Pie shirts thinking it was a kitten's face.
Oh gosh, that. Ha! And that's not to mention every time you hid the coupons from me so I wouldn't go crazy at the market.
Oh, heavens. Absolutely.
Doesn't justify anything though. I know it doesn't. Even in the right mind, I'd need someone to stop me from doing something incredibly stupid.
I suppose neither of us were in their right minds.
It's no excuse for what I did. The whole ordeal is my fault.
It's no excuse for me either, then. Not when I could have stopped you.
Beg pardon?
I should have stopped you. I should have done something to calm you down instead of run off. I was so distraught and bent on making sure no child would ever hear the roars of fury I had heard. I did not think about the wails of sorrow that surely came after. I did not want to be a part of any plot for murder. I did not want that blood on my hands. Not that my efforts that prevented that amounted to anything. 6 human souls harvested because a sentimental old goat could not keep them in the ruins!
Toriel.
And with every life lost, of course, I had to take it out on you. I intended to hurt you. I wanted to hurt you. I had to be sure you weren't pained with the same guilt I had losing those children. But if I had known I was hurting my son as well, I would have... Perhaps I would have realized earlier how much of a prideful fool I had become.
Tor.
I am a fool to hold that against you so unnecessarily. You were grieving and trying to keep hope from dying. Hope of better times ahead. You continued to do that for Ezreal. You had been giving him motivation to keep going. Here I am, letting my pettiness convince him otherwise. Because I cannot let go of the past, I am denying him a future. I do not want to ruin that boy's hopes and dreams.
Tori.
I have been a detriment to both of you. I have come off as irredeemable.
Please stop. Trust me when I say beating yourself up won't help for Beans. I don't want you to do that. I just want you to let me be there for our son. I want to help. More than anything in the world, I want to see him happy. I know you want that too. So you and we're gonna make that happen no matter what, step by step. But we will. He deserves at least that much from a couple of sad old monsters, right?
Right.
The important thing is that you made your situation clear. It's obvious both of you share an issue of clinging to the past. Nobody's perfect after all. If you're trying your best to overcome, who's to say she wouldn't?
If you say so.
See you next week.
Yeah. Huh? Mom, he's within fireballing range.
Har har. My child, I must apologize. I have not been the most exemplary parent, and my refusal to change has only been hurting you severely. I failed you for that. I will not make that mistake again. That being said, I must make this very, very clear. Regardless of what you have done in the past, no matter how unpleasant, you are still our son. Nothing will ever change that. Should you ever feel down, remember...
You're never alone.